Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you today?
I'm just fine, thank you.
All right, I'm making sure that we are live and on screen and going here. It is Monday, August 10th. Welcome everybody to this week's Monday Morning Coffee with Kyle and Anne. 6:30 a.m. Good to go. Kyle, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic. Thank you very much. How was
Tell me.
yours?
Mine was good.
I uh, I um I actually had a very interesting week. It started off scary
Hmm.
with two deals where I represented buyers about to fall apart. Those were rescued over the course of the week. Hopefully they will stay rescued. I got some showings at my listings, which was good, very positive. And then I got two new listings.
Oh, you were very
So
busy.
it has been a very good week. Yes. How about you? What's been going on?
I was very busy too. I had open houses over the weekend. I had photography and 3 new listings hit the market.
Excellent.
So I was busy getting them all ramped up and going. You want to see my new listings?
I do. Show me.
I'll show you really quick here. Okay, I say that, and then they're hidden from view. Oh, that's because they're folders. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, we'll look at the low res versions. Okay, everybody, this is what you get when you're in real estate. Okay, 1529 South State. This is the building here. We're at 16th and State Street. It's a condo building. This is a 1-bedroom plus den, 1.5 bath, listed for $315,000. I alluded to this last week.
Yep.
And what I want to show you that I don't have it here, is here. Big space, big views, includes
Big
parking.
space.
But I did virtual staging on this, and I was so tickled with the results of the virtual staging. Maybe I'll fiddle around and show it to you later on, but it was pretty fun. So anyway, so that is a great new listing, and I anticipate that's going to sell very quickly. The next one I have to show you is 1000 Lakeshore Plaza.
I like this one.
This one is a fun one, isn't it?
I do. Yes.
Okay, here's the money shot right here. This is the living room. We're at the corner of Oak and Michigan here. And what's really interesting about this unit is you've got terrazzo floors, you've got cool uplighting, you got concrete, interestingly enough, which is an interesting juxtaposition against the smooth terrazzo floors. So, you know, I'm typically not a contemporary kind of gal, but I'm crazy about this place. So you can see the uplighting here. You know, with these concrete ceilings, you can't go into and do recessed cans. So the designer took care of that by doing these cool ceiling hugging tracks. Those don't look like your typical track lighting. You got the hugging light here, and then you've got the soffit uplighting. And this is the front of the unit. You've got a den plus a living room. It's 2,400 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath for $1 million.
And did you already mention the outdoor space?
No, I didn't. 2 terraces, one in front, one in back.
And the one terrace in front overlooks Oak Street Beach.
Yes. I did a Facebook Live. You know, I never do Facebook Live, but I had a showing there yesterday. We've had 3 showings already.
Excellent.
And of course, we're looking out the back window, and the agent says to his client, "Oh, yes, you know, that's where that police activity's been going on." Really promoting that listing. Oh, shoot. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
So that's
well, that
that.
looks beautiful.
And then I have one more to show you, and this is a private listing. We've talked about this a little bit, where sometimes people want to test the market on price. They want to, you know, go on the market but not start accruing market time. And so that's what's going on with this. Oh, that's not my money shot. Let me get my money shot here. Go ahead.
There's so many money shots. I'm not a huge fan of private listings because
No,
not enough of us agents look at them.
I'm in full agreement.
And so
There,
then you're
yeah,
just wasting time, not getting really good data.
I think
That's my concern.
uh, that is a very good point, and I agree with you. There are some circumstances when a person's not quite ready. Maybe they're looking for their new home. You know, maybe there's somebody out there who's looking for this particular kind of unique property. And in this case, you know what? This is a very unique property. Look how beautiful that is. This is in the Gold Coast.
It's fantastic.
You could practically look down on this from your home, couldn't you?
If we knocked over the building in front of it, absolutely.
This is the terrace.
I overlook the neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you? Okay.
No, this is beautiful. It's just beautiful.
32 by 32 foot
it.
terrace. It's an 1,800 square foot condominium. There's nobody above you, nobody below you. So it's like having a home with all the condo amenities in the city, and just spectacular. So.
No, it is beautiful. It is a very cozy neighborhood feeling because you don't see city streets. You don't see any, you're looking, it's a very city view.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell here,
private. Yeah,
very private, but it's not going to be, you're not going to be overwhelmed with light or activity or any of that. It's a very private, beautiful space.
And you know, because of where you live, you are 2 blocks to the lakefront. You are 2 blocks to the Red Line and the Clark Street buses, but in the middle of this quiet, right? And you're 2 blocks from Lincoln Park on the north side, but yet in this gorgeous neighborhood. So
yes, no, it's fantastic. And this unit, it's almost a townhome.
Mm-hmm.
It's been beautifully decorated. That's the money shot, but there are many beautiful pictures.
There really are. And
I'll
get a video.
You know what? We'll do that. You know, maybe next week we show some of our great listings because there's, I mean, beautiful, beautiful listings available. So
yeah, let's do that.
Anyway,
okay.
We'll just pick beautiful things that we love. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so stop share. Tell me what you'd like to do next. Do you want to do a quick market talk next, and then we'll go into our of the week? Okay.
You've got the market organized.
I've got the market organized here. Here we go. Okay, so, oops, I'm going to open this. Bear with me. You know, when I open with preview, it's way better. Did I share my screen yet? Do you see it?
You're out of share screen.
Okay, I'm going back to share screen then. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is, I call it my primary market area, but I mean, it's our primary, you and I share the same market area. This is your basic South Loop to Edgewater,
Edgewater,
Logan, you know, Lincoln Park, Lakeview, whatever. Okay.
North Center.
Yeah, exactly right. Let me open this up a little wider. Here we go. All right. So again, this is through July and it's more accurate than the data we had last week because all the sales that were end of July are now in here. Look at, we're hitting an all-time high in median sales price. Ding, 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 huge.
Yeah.
Huge. So I think it's an interesting time to just throw in here that people say to us all the time, what about Chicago? I keep hearing about stuff going on in Chicago, and I think they want us to like cry in our milk and say, oh, it's so terrible. The market is good in Chicago. People live in Chicago. People are thriving in Chicago, right?
Absolutely. People live and work despite the challenging times that we are in, and it is a great place to live. Now, I want to talk to you about this. You and I have been talking for weeks about how the market is strongest in the under 600,000.
And I'll get to that in a minute.
But
yeah,
this also shows that it's really, if that is the case, people are buying in the 5s and the 6s to get that
yes,
average market up, average price up to 420.
exactly right. Yeah.
So that suggests really good things. That this is that. Okay, well, you're going to go on and tell us more.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Look at,
All right.
ooh,
Homes for
more.
sale. Okay, you can see the cyclical,
Yeah,
what happens every year with month, but okay, so we're coming up with more listings on the market. And I know what you're going to say.
we
We know
can't see
what's
the
happening.
bottom date. We can't see the bottom dates. Show us. Can you lift it a little bit?
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. All right, so so it's
Wow.
3 years worth of data, but we haven't had enough listings over the last 3 years.
No, we have not.
So
People
we've
have
got
held
more
back.
listings, but I don't, again, I don't see that as bad. I see that as good. Like if you're a buyer out there right now, you've got some things to choose from, right?
Yeah. What held back the market was the buyers didn't like things that were out there, and so they rented for another year.
Yeah.
It's not just supply and demand isn't perfect in that it just drives up prices when there's low supply. People have other options, one of which is to rent. And so having more inventory means more sales, actually. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, so this is the number of properties under contract. And again, you see the dip for COVID
Yeah.
and right after the beginning
A
of
weird dip.
2020.
That's
Yeah, that weird dip, not your typical peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
But you know, again, we're fairly strong right now. 1,600 under market. Okay, now I want to show you this by price. The weird thing about, okay,
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
look at the price range. If you're under 500, and it makes sense, you're going to have more properties under 500, you know, but
Yeah.
Up 14%, I find very interesting. Look at 500 to a million is up 70%. A million to a million eight is up 72%.
This is from up for the month. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we've even taken off after June. June was just coming back, and now, and it's nice to see even at the really expensive end, it's trending up again.
Yeah.
It's not as high as we would like, but it's trending up.
Market times.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the flip, meaning that
Yes.
at the bottom here,
Market times are really low.
yeah,
Under
that's
a month.
actually up. That's actually 500,000.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This area should be flipped.
All those graphs flipped.
Yeah.
All those lines flipped.
Yeah. So here is the under 500 with market times. What would you say around? Oh,
That looks like 30 days, under a month, under a month.
Yeah. Blue, 30 days. Blue is 30 days.
Yeah.
This is 19 days. Quick
Yeah.
market time. 60 days if you're a million to a million eight, and 200 if you're a million eight and more.
Yeah.
Not surprising. I mean, this is just kind of proving what we've been talking about. Okay, month supply. You know I love the month supply statistic. Look at the month supply creeping up overall. But again,
that's good. That's good. It's a
that
healthier
means
market.
That is exactly right. Exactly right. But let's break it down.
Yeah.
Here we are looking at it. If you're in the under 500 category, you're at 4.7 months. That's this number right here. 500 to a million is 5.7, very healthy. Over that, we're starting to stagnate a little bit. 9.2 months of inventory in a million to million eight, and 21 months in a million eight and over.
That's almost 2 years. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's concerning, but well, it has to do with number on the market and rate of sale. So if there's a lot of new construction on the market that's sitting, that's going to inflate that number. I didn't pull out new construction.
I'm also going to say this. People with expensive homes are overpricing them a lot. They're reaching, and they've decided that they can reach. And let's just see their response is, let's just see what I can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one of those instances where I had a buyer for a property, and the property was probably 60% overpriced. So I
Yeah.
mean, it was really the buyer was being, excuse me, the seller was being crazy, and it ultimately sold for how much it should sell for. I represented the buyer.
Okay.
It actually sold for a real profit for the seller, but it was in line with the expectations that the market would have for a property like that.
Uh-huh.
But it
Okay.
took over a year
Yeah.
because the seller was just going to say, I think my property is worth this, and going to price it at whatever he or she wanted to price it at.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to that is, okay, but then you cannot be mad at us when it doesn't sell.
Right.
I mean, why don't I have more showings? Because your price is crazy.
Wow.
And there are not, I wonder, tell me what you think about this, because I was talking to somebody, one of the listings I got told me that somebody had recommended that she put her condo, which you'll see tomorrow, on for about 200,000 more than what I recommended. And I was like, oh my God. And she said it didn't make a bit of sense. So she didn't do it. But at the same time, who doesn't want to think that they are going to get this huge windfall?
Right.
So we're going to price it to sell because she wants to sell.
Right.
And we're not going to give it away. It's going to be a good price, and it's going to we're going to price it at where I think it will sell.
Right.
Because we want people to see it and go, oh my gosh, this is a good price for perfection.
If I could teach my sellers one thing, it's that you make more money when you price it right to start. And it sounds self-serving, and so therefore they think I'm just blowing smoke, but it is so true, true, true.
They think what we're doing, and we're not. They think that all we want to do is get a commission, that we don't care about you and your price, that all we want is to sell and get a commission. No, we are listening to you, and you're saying to us, we'd like to sell our home so that we can do X,
Move
Y,
on.
Z,
Right.
move on, move to Florida, move to a bigger house, move to a smaller house, move to the Claire, a retirement community, whatever it is. And then we say, well, okay, to do that, and you want to do that in 6 months, great. This is how you have to do it. Oh, no, I want a lot more money. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
And then they're furious. You didn't sell my place. You told me I could sell. I was like, yeah, but not at that price. So anyway, we're not here.
Okay. So I think I have one more to show you here.
Yes.
So this was the month's supply based on price range.
We're running out of time. We got to gallop.
Okay. Month's supply based on neighborhood.
Look at that.
I had to show you this. Look at the loop. Given the fact that we've had more issues with the loop is not selling right now. And, I was talking to Brenda. Brenda is one of our colleagues in our masterminds group, and she's got a property at 212 Washington, which is right in the loop, which is a marvelous place. If you work in the loop, you can have an in-town there, and they're not getting
restaurants, everything. There. Yeah, they're not going to get a single thing until we're out of COVID.
Well, we've got the COVID thing, and then we've got some of the protest stuff going on that's causing people to be a little gun shy. But, this is not forever, people. And you know what? If anything, this is a sign that we have an opportunity, right?
Absolutely. And it's a nice place to live no matter what. Yeah.
I just took my 310 South Michigan and gave it another price reduction. It is a really, really great price right now. So now it's time to start looking seriously at some of the opportunities out there. Okay, I'm stopping sharing. Let's move forward.
No. And now we're going to go really quickly because we had for you Lincoln Square. It was our neighborhood this week. So I am going to send you. I stacked all this stuff up. Here we go. Sharing screen. Share. Look at that.
Lincoln Square.
and a whole lot of this so you see here, I'm sorry, this is not Brighter Line. This is taken right off of the MLS. It shows it as Rose Hill Cemetery, but neighborhoods like Budlong Woods, which is very popular, Bowmanville, Ravenswood, West Ravenswood, and then the actual Lincoln Square area in the center. It's known for restaurants, great shopping on Lincoln Avenue, really nice older buildings. It's just a wonderful neighborhood. What can you tell us about the history?
Well, I will show you a couple of things in a little bit. It was a German farming area when it first came to be, and that was in the mid 1800s. And they had to go through Irving Park neighborhood to get to the Chicago River for their sewer. So it was not really well developed for a while. But then when the Lakeview Township was annexed in the late 1800s to the city of Chicago, then it really picked up. One of the things to talk about with Lincoln Square, and this is one of my top 5 about the neighborhood, is we've really seen Lincoln Square develop over the last 10 or so years, primarily because people were following that Brown line up. And so all that development occurred around the Brown line coming north of the city, you know, as Lincoln Park got more expensive, as Lakeview became more expensive and people were looking for opportunities, people started discovering, oh my gosh, this Brown line is a great transportation route into the Loop. And there's some beautiful housing stock. And it developed in single families. And you've also got some amazing schools along that Brown line and into that area, including now this Waters School. There are a lot of clients that want to be in the Waters School District. It's kind of hip. Parents and are involved. And so, you know, I've had clients that say, I want to be, you know, within 3 blocks of the Francisco stop, or I want to be within 3 blocks of Lincoln Square itself. So it's just gotten to be a fabulous, fabulous neighborhood. So go ahead.
Yes, and businesses have followed. One of the big draws is the Old Town School of Folk Music has really moved itself up to the Lincoln Square area, and restaurants have followed, and there are parks. It's really a marvelous neighborhood. Okay, so here's the hot sheet for the last week. And you'll see that there's a healthy amount of activity for single family homes, the detached homes. A bunch are pending, only 1 closed, 4 new, and 3 under contract. So for attached, which are condos, townhouses, etc., there's a healthy amount of activity also.
Yeah.
9 closed, 5 pending. As we've said, pending is when they're about to close. All the contingencies are gone. And then this is something that I was a little bit surprised by. There is a lot of multi-unit housing, 2 to 4 units. So you'll find a bunch of
good multi-unit business up there. Absolutely.
2 and 3 flats. And when I was looking at the market yesterday, I noticed that there were, where did I have it? 27 multi-units are active right now up there, and they range in price from 1.9 million to 410,000. So it spans the price range for these properties.
And that's, you know, we haven't talked much about that. Maybe we should explore that at a future time, but
yeah,
that's a great opportunity for somebody who wants to even be a first-time buyer. You can get conventional financing with low down payment. You have a tenant in there to offset your rent. And then when you're ready to make it into a single family or keep it as an investment property, it's a great housing stock opportunity.
And not only that, you'll never be stuck with a 2 flat or a 3 flat because people want it. So when you go to sell it, it will sell.
Absolutely.
Let's make next week all about multi-unit housing on the north side. Okay. So now I've got for you, okay, I'm trying to expand this a little bit. My attached properties of the week. So we did detached, I think you're doing houses. I'm going to go through this fast. In Lincoln Square. first one is 4802 North Bell, and I tried to make these as similar as possible. This is unit 203 at different price points. This is, it's really 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, but it's 2,000 square feet for just under $1 million. It's got, it's new, so we don't have taxes for it. The HOA is 360 and there's 1 garage spot. And there it is.
Oh, pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, at some point, I don't know, you know, sometimes having retail space below can be helpful. It depends on who owns the retail space. And we don't know enough about that. But look at that handsome building.
Well,
so,
that's
but this is
lovely. Yeah.
Here's the money shot.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Who wouldn't love that?
Indoor, outdoor, fireplace, kitchen. Look at that. This
lovely.
It was built last year. They put a lot of money into the sellers put a lot of money into it, and I think they have to move. So it's at a really kind of beautiful. But look at this.
Oh, nice.
They didn't play this up. That's a fireplace outside, not just a fire pit. That's a fireplace. How gorgeous is that? Who doesn't want to live like that? And it's 2 stories. Okay, here's I gave you a floor plan, living, dining. This is allegedly the 4th bedroom. It's never going to be a bedroom. There's no real bathroom. There's just a powder room.
But you know what? In the time of COVID, that would be a great little office nook if you needed your...
Absolutely. And then the 3 bedrooms upstairs, master suite, and then 2 bedrooms share this bath. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, then 48, I'm sorry I'm going so fast, everybody.
That's all right.
4804 North Hamilton, unit 2S. Now this is at the median price. So I did a search at 400 and above. The 999 was the top end. This is the median price.
Okay.
And you'll get, it was built in 2005. You're gonna see it looks pretty similar. Taxes of 11, a little over 11,000, HOA about the same, 2 garage spots. Okay. Very similar feel in the sense that it's a, you know, it's on top of retail at a corner.
So this is 4800 Hamilton, right? So you're right near the square there.
Yep.
So it'd be very close to the Lincoln Square Brown Line stop.
Yes, and I'm sorry these pictures are a little more blurry. I don't know quite why they're a little blurry, but there you go.
Yeah.
All righty. Little a balcony. There are 2 of these little balconies plus a nice big rooftop private deck.
Sweet.
They've put AstroTurf on it. Not AstroTurf, but something similar. And here's the floor plan for this. It's a simplex rather than a duplex.
Okay.
So 2 balconies, nice space, well organized. And
you
look
weren't
at that
losing
little
a lot
bedroom.
of space to closets in this.
Yes. And isn't that nice to have a little office right there with a balcony? That's what I would do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then 4927 North Washtenaw, number 3. This is 3 beds, 2 baths, smaller, 1,500 square feet. But look at that price, $425.
Right.
It was built in 1912, so it's a lot older. Taxes are under 6. HOA is 110 and 1 exterior spot, parking spot. So it's just a much more traditional
that's
property.
what I think of when I think of Lincoln Square. Yeah.
I do too.
I like that.
But look at that really handsome living room. And look at all those windows looking at the tree. It's just beautiful.
That's happy space. Yeah.
Open kitchen. Oh, this is not an open kitchen. This is the dining room. And I'm about to show you the floor plan so you get more of a sense. There's a back deck. Shared outdoor space. And then the parking, that's the parking area here.
But it's such an affordable price and near all
such an affordable price with outdoor space. Yeah. So this is the living room, big living room, smaller bedrooms, but nice big dining room, open kitchen.
Yeah.
And 2 baths.
A lot of these older buildings have those kitchens in the back. That's a real typical.
I'm going to stop sharing. Now it's to you, Messy.
Okay, I'm going to share. I'm sorry, you see me look like all around when I do this. Like my eyes are going like, wee. Okay, I open with preview. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, so like you, I did a little mappy thing here. This is Lincoln Square. This is Lincoln Square where it cuts up. Now, you know, I get my geek on. German, historic. I love this. And of course, we can't do the German festival this year, which is typically like the first or second weekend in September. But they do the German festival like nobody. And okay, this is the real geekorama. You see the bottom right, the Von Steuben Parade. The Kupferring Agent 355 chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution always marches in this Von Steuben Parade. And they're not this year. Who is Von Steuben, you may ask? And I know we're taking some time, but you know what, everybody? You got to know who.
You know what? Sit back and enjoy. What else is going on Monday morning?
Von Steuben, we might be singing God Save the Queen if it weren't for Von Steuben, all right? So Washington brings in Von Steuben, and he trains our troops at Valley Forge in how to be soldiers, honest to Pete. He introduced concepts like sanitation, like you got to keep the latrines away from the kitchen, okay? He taught them how to do their bayonets and how to march and the whole bit. This is Von Steuben. Now, here is, I think, another fantastic piece of history. Von Steuben, they figure, was gay.
Oh.
So he was, and Washington knew it. So he was the first don't ask, don't tell.
Interesting. Isn't
that good? I love that piece of history. And we have Von Steuben High School. We honor Von Steuben with the Von Steuben Parade. I don't know. I just love things like that. Okay, here are my top 5 things.
Look at that. Wow.
Okay, my Wells Park is the most amazing park. And it's right at the bottom of Lincoln Square and the top of North Center neighborhoods. And it has the park district with the indoor pool. It has the gazebo. That's where my boys played baseball, Wells Park baseball. That's where they played football, which was a huge part of my kids growing up. So I have so many happy memories of Wells Park. Sulzer Regional Library is in Lincoln Square. And if you're not familiar with that, that is a great library to go to because it's got some
picture.
Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. That's
okay.
So Sulzer Library. And of course, we've talked about the Round Line Access. And the restaurants up there on Lincoln are phenomenal. Okay, you've got some cool stores up there. You mentioned Old Town School of Folk Music. Timeless Toys is a beautiful independent store. Murr's Apothecary, which has a couple other locations, but it started in Lincoln Square. And the Chopping Block was where you take cooking classes. Now, this building to the right that you see is the last Louis Sullivan. Or maybe I can, do you see the bottom there? There we go.
I do.
It's the last of the 126 buildings that Louis Sullivan designed. And can you see that terracotta? That's magnificent. And that's,
you know, when it's
there. Go ahead.
It's so ornate for a tiny little 2-story shop. I mean, it's almost like
that terracotta is gorgeous on that. Yeah.
It's like a little Fabergé egg of a building. Yeah.
I like that. That is great. You are so good with words. So, anyway, thank goodness they saved this building. It's an historic landmark. So I love that. Okay. So here we are. I'm sorry. I picked 4 again. The least expensive is 5043 Oakley. I picked it because it's a good starter home. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath on a 28 by 125 lot for $675.
Big.
So you can get a 3-bedroom for $675 in this neighborhood. Look how cute that is. Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Now, look, open kitchen.
Yeah, you got a cute kitchen. It's in good shape. And I love this cute little back deck, right?
Yeah.
And a little backyard for $675, single family home. Okay.
Done.
Now, next, 5067 Winchester. So a little bit east. You know, the other thing we didn't mention, right where Uptown and Ravenswood hit one another is the Metro line. And that's
right.
So that's like 10 minutes to the city if you're within walking. So this Winchester property would be a good candidate for that.
Yeah.
$1,050,000, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath on a 153 deep lot. Cute historic home.
Big.
Look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
So you're around the middle, you know, $1 million, but you're getting a nice single family home. Look how pretty. And then the open to the den. Great property. Okay, 4815 Hamilton. So this one is close to the square here, okay?
Yeah.
This is the closest property I've got to the square. And E is where the water school district is. But okay. So this is 4815 Hamilton.
Look how pretty that is. Yeah.
6 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 30 by 117. So a wider than typical lot for $1.4 million. How cute is that back? That's the second picture on the listing. So they're very proud of their back, and they should be, with a garage roof deck. But 6 bedrooms for $1.4 million, you know.
Yep.
This house in Lincoln Park would be $1.8 million. So cute. Oh, I have a couple of, okay, last house, 4412 Sealy. Almost down to North Center. 4 bedroom, 4.5 bath, 27 by 120.
I saw this, yeah. Very pretty.
Very pretty house. I don't have to spend a lot of time on it. It's,
no,
you know,
it's good.
more of a typical, I love this bathroom. I think that's really lovely.
Yeah.
So, okay, those are my homes that I wanted to share with you.
A lot of good properties, all different types.
Lincoln Square, right?
In beautiful Lincoln Square. Excellent.
Right. So, what do you have coming up this week?
I have pictures on this beautiful 1 bedroom, formerly 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom in Lincoln Park. It's close to Old Town. It's treetop. It is so perfect. Here's how perfect this 1 bedroom is. There's radiant heat in the bathroom floors.
Oh,
that's just one detail of how fantastic it is.
Excellent.
Who does that in a 1 bedroom? Nobody.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
What have you got?
I'm just working my new listings that I've hit.
Yeah.
And so, you know, everybody who's watching, we didn't spend a lot of time on our listings. I just want to take a minute to plug our Facebook pages. Go to Kyle's page and see her stuff. Go to my Facebook page and see my stuff. You can always see us on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. Yeah. And of course, text us, call us, email us, and let us know what we can do to help you with your real estate needs.
We'd love to help. Thanks so much. It was good seeing you. Have a great week, Anne.
Good seeing you. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week, Monday morning at 6:30. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.